and shine. Oh, we gotta flex on them this time. It's morning motivation time. This with the most is Marky Saint. This is Saint's Addiction, and I'm addicted to this life right here. Welcome to Eskishire. What a beautiful summer day, man. It's nice and quiet. Everybody's chilling. It was so quiet a second ago. There were no people here. It was like everybody was waking up slow like me. Look at that beautiful hat. And now me is awake and ready to be the best me I can be. Let's go. Check out the weight loss, bro. Check out the weight loss, bro. I don't know, does it show here? Does it show here? Your voice sings weight loss. Does it show the weight loss? Does it show a little bit of fat ready to go? Does it show what it does when you, was that better? Yeah, when you lost that much weight. Look at that, dude. I can see top ab, and there's no more. There's still a little bit left, but I keep trying to pinch my fat, and it's gone. How fucking awesome is that? Your boy Saint back. Hit the gym yesterday. Saw my brother's parents, and I got the surprise of my life, and I'm gonna show it off right now. After 13 years, they saved me 3 of my shirts. And your boy Saint, if you ain't gonna get anything to surprise the Saint, it's a shirt. Boom, baby. Boom. Saint's Addiction's back. I haven't worn this shirt in over 13 years, and I just got it back. Check it out. Your boy Saint, the Taurus Bull, Zodiacs on shirts. His mom surprised me with the best surprise of all time. Not only kindness and love, but also remembering me. I would have died long time ago, not knowing. It still smells good, not knowing about these shirts, and for her to have my shirts after 13 years, after I long gone forgot about them, and I have photos of me wearing them. There it was. There they were, folded with perfection, smelling like they've been freshly laundered. Oh, what a blessing yesterday was. I had a great day yesterday. Not only did I get a workout, see the parents, and eat some good food, handmade food for me, but cooler heads prevailed, where there was misunderstanding, arguments, and anger. I'm glad I did not participate in my anger, because I would have fucked up the blessings that I had coming to me. If that's nothing less than my Saints Addiction message, is this battle between me feeling slighted or feeling angry or getting angry. It takes a lot for me to get there. I know there's a lot of people that say that, oh man, I don't get angry easily. But can you get unangry easily? And that's one of the biggest things, because once I'm angry, I'm like a locomotive. I'm this bull right here. Just can't wait to just right on into the wood like a fucking, what's your boy's name? Bugs Bunny episode. And I needed to work on it. I needed to breathe. I needed to walk away. I needed to call my circle of influences. And I calmed down. I used that energy on the gym. I read somewhere someday, either she's going to be my wife or I'm going to get physically fit. And either way I win, is what the thing was saying. But it's so true. It's like, for certain, my self-destructive patterns have led me astray. Every decision that I made, of course, there's some regret, because there was consequences that I didn't want to participate in, and I couldn't stop myself from participating in them. And yesterday I got to see what happens when I do have some sort of resistance to getting involved with the anger. It's hard to explain because you're there. It's just really hard to explain because you're there. You're in the thick of it. As the one chick said, the red mist of our lives and our minds. And when you're so mad, like a bull, you can't help but just the focus. Everybody's seen the Bugs Bunny bull, the sheer focus, the sheer strength, and the amount of energy. What is that? Ah, it's a truck. That comes with anger. It was an addiction. You know, you feel so powerful. You are powerful. The thing is you're putting your power in the wrong direction, and that's the message of Saint's addiction. Was I had to stop doing the things that I was repeatedly doing, the things that I was shooting myself in the foot with, or backstabbing myself, fucking up my future because I couldn't handle myself in the now. I couldn't stop myself from seeing the steam. I couldn't stop myself from being in the mist. And you know it happens. I know you know it happens because we're all, and to choose from them is the ultimate power. If you can be the guy that says, right now I'm happy, and switch it on and switch off of sad and switch off of lonely and switch off of anger, the whole world just kind of opens up, bro. It makes us into a whole different pattern of no more self abuse, but self creativity. This ability to say, I'm going to do something with this energy. A lot of people, especially when things happen, you break up with somebody, you just want to lay on the couch. I'm referencing in my mind right now the Sex and the City episode after he broke up. I think it was a movie after he broke up with her, and she just went into depression. She was in Cancun, Mexico. She just turned off all the lights, slept a long time, basically wasting time on the energy of that emotion, and choosing that emotion and staying on it. You know, we talk about not being able to change our emotions. Oh shit, we got some F-16s, y'all. There it is, right there. Boom. That's a white one with red wings. Check it out. There's another one. Check it out. Check it out. 1 2 1 2. How fucking cool is that? Hold on. I'm a spitter. I know I've been told on the show, co-producer keeps telling me, but my nose runs and I have to spit. And that's a trick I didn't learn as a kid. I would stay depressed for months. I would stay angry for days. The amount of petty and jealousy and anger that I would hold was only destroying me. I used to get worked up and like, you're fucking with me. Now I gotta let you know you're fucking with me. And in a masochistic way, I wanted them to hurt as much as me. I wanted them to be as perturbed and disturbed as I was. And it's misery loving company. It's literally the pain Olympics. It's we're participating in who can handle the much pain as a marathon of pain and just keep hurting, keep being depressed. And I kept hurting myself and I kept being destructive, and I held on to that pattern till there was nothing left, till I just smashed it and squeezed it and just cuddled its head off. If you've ever seen that movie, Tommy Boy, where he was just, I just love it and pet it and squeeze it, and that energy became the thing that snapped the neck. You know, you put too much on it and you snap it, and you forget to live it, you forget to undo it. And I wasn't taught any of these lessons. I wasn't taught any way to unwind. I didn't see it from my mom. My mom's a complete burnout. She'll just go till the fucking rocket explodes. My dad, he's a shutdown. He's never talked to me. He's never expressed his feelings. He never showed me. Oh shit, here comes one. Where they at? I can hear it. I can hear it. There it is. What a sound. Wow. F-16 engines are like, wow. They sound like my destruction. It sounds like my eruption. It sounds like my anger. Here's another one. Shout out to Hazel Star. They got a lot over there. Wait, here comes another one. Yeah, this is loud. Wow, that's five. Wait, six. Wow. I'm telling you, you can hear it reverberate off the buildings. And that's exactly what my hate felt like. That's exactly what my anger felt like. This rumbling inside of me that I couldn't stop. Much like this bull I'm wearing right now, I just couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop myself. And in my self destruction, I destroyed myself. I tried to placate myself with alcohol or sex or drugs, weed, whatever it was, to try to calm myself down and or numb myself and or ignore myself. I tried to participate in a situation where I was in a destructive pattern. I didn't know how to break from it. And even today, I would love to say, oh, here's the key, everybody. I'm such a motivator that I know exactly how to do it. What I do know how to do is how to go to the gym. I do know how to drink water, and I do know how to go for walks. I know how to do those things now more than anything because those things heal me. And in the pattern of a guy that used to do cocaine, that used to have sex with strangers, that would make love to somebody that I didn't love, those patterns were destroying me slowly. And it's not exactly like I'm proud of it, but it is the name of my company. You know, Saint's Addiction, for me to mention that a saint had addictions is shocking. It doesn't even like match the bipolarity of it. Of having my saintly ways. I have a great heart. I know I do. I have a big heart. I love my friends dearly. That's the reason I'm here, to come see his family after 13 years, for them to say I still look the same, for them to make me a meal and to have a perfect day, you know, just sitting something calmly in a balcony like this, drinking Turkish tea with his parents while they're still alive, having them save my shirts, remember me, talk about America, talk about his trip to America, talk about family, and to see a son hold her, our mom hold her son, you know, to her chest, just wanting to touch him. We left the place, and this old lady that looked like his mom, they were right across the apartments, started talking to the son, and he saw so many people in the streets, his grandmothers and people that have seen him grow up, right? So to them, for her to see her son downstairs alive, healthy, walking, that's it, man. That's it. You want some joy out of life? It's service. It's that feeling that you fed someone and they can make it. It's the feeling that you help them alleviate pain and they don't feel the same. It's the feelings that we can share our emotions to get the other person's emotions to change, to open their horizons, to say, hey, yeah, right now I know you're depressed and you're feeling self-destructive, but here, let's do something constructive. Let's go for a walk together. Let's go for a workout together. Let's talk together. Let's break bread. Cooler heads will prevail, and that's the type of things that makes you an asset. That's the things, that's the friendships you're looking for, is the things that you can lean on me, you know, like they sing that song. It's so important to have crutches, not crutches that you can always lean on, but when your ankle is sprained, really realizes that I've been having to lean on me and my abilities to choose better things than that were destroying me. And the worst part, it was only make me more angry, you know, like if the person was disturbing my peace, or they weren't hurting as much as me, and I wanted them to have the same pain pie I was eating. And it's so masochistic and devilish, you know. Say mostly saints because it's not easy to be all saints, you know. There's an all saints grad out there. But we're not all saints, dude. You know what I'm saying? I equally believe in dichotomy and the balance of things. And it's not always going to be rainbows and sunshine either, bro. It's not always going to be bright, sunshiny days in the breeze like it is right now. Unfortunately, it becomes things that can be very destructive. Forest fire destructive, earthquake destructive. You know, here they had like some 40, not here, but in Turkey, excuse the water birds, on the east side of Turkey near Syria, they had a huge earthquake. I think it was a 7.7, and all these little fabricated homes and just made out of brick just folded. And I can't imagine the amount of loss and pain that people are going through. And I'm walking through Berlin and the concrete cemetery of all the Jewish Holocaust victims, and how many people there were, how much loss there was, and studying the history of Dublin and the Vikings and the warring and then these periods after the not only I was about to say the Great Depression, but after the Great Plague, how much of it how much of it was growth after that? The Renaissance period, the art, Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, the expansion of philosophy and mathematics and construction. I literally saw another mosque here with a big ass dome here in Eskişehir. I should wake up and do a morning motivation for that one of these days. But I'm like, did that come from the Romans? You know what I mean? Building domes, these technologies, these ideas to fabricate buildings like unseen before. That's what it takes. It takes us sometimes to under so much wreckage and not being able to see ourselves in the wreckage. We're literally survivors, you know, and I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for surviving or making it. You know, I was watching a bunch of kids in Berlin. They're all wearing their little weed hats, and some dude was yelling at them, "You don't smoke weed, da 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 da, stop acting so cool." And he was being abusive, so I had to come over there, and the teacher was like trying to gather her kids because she's in a new country and she's trying to protect her kids. And I disarmed him with some humor, and he started laughing and came with me and got away from the children. But as a grown-ass man, you shouldn't be schooling children. That's not your job. But there are dangers out into the world, and it needs protection. Somebody had raised them, born them, and fed them for them to get to that level, preteen age, and what a cool age when they're all hitting on each other and shit. It's so cool. I remember making out with a bunch of chicks on a field trip my damn self. But you know, what a cool age to be alive, that you made it. You know, how many people are barren or really want children, or how many 60 million lives went through abortion, and how many things that people have persevered through the ages. We don't want to talk about the Herculean efforts. We don't want to struggle 8 different times and cut off the Hydra's head and wrestle the lion and shave the, what was it, Jason's golden fleece. I think he, you know, there's so many trials and tribulations that we all go through and grow through, and that's a tough thing to do, is to grow through it, you know, to wait till another day, and see if you're angry the next day, and see if the healing of sleeping and breathing and pausing gives you enough reflection that you're not so self-destructive, that you give yourself enough time away from the alcohol, away from the cocaine, away from the sex, to see the clarity of your mind. A lot of us, we're not very clear, we're very numb, and it makes us through life, you know, it gets us through. Just wake up, cigarette, coffee, booze. It tells us our brain's okay, but it starts to circulate the same way in behavior we were doing the day before, getting us the same results, and we wonder why we're still on the couch and we're still depressed and we can't smile and we're not happy, and things aren't going our way when we have gotten in our way. And that was really tough for me to do, is get out of my way, get these horns out of the wood, and stop creating the destruction, the stabbing. There's the horns, because it's mostly saints, it's halo and horns, you know. It's one of those things where I knew how to get my horns out, but I didn't know how to retract them back in. Does anybody else can relate to that? Comment below. But that was it. That was it. Everybody wants to say you live a blessed life, and I do live a blessed life because I made it blessed. I chose stressings, dude. I had to figure out a way to make myself be a better person. That's adding more time to my time clock, my heart clock, because for sure stress, anger, resentment, all the weird shit that happens to us is all pressure on the heart. It's all the way that we pump the heart and the cortisol levels that we have. And everybody says I look younger than I am. I'm 43 years old. They think I'm 34. And like, might as well switch the numbers. And it was like, I can say it. I can attribute not having white all over my face, like, or in my hair like my brother, because I didn't live a stressful life. I chose not to stress. I chose life over cash. I wanted to actually be alive and live than be in a situation where I was stressing all the fucking time, and I was being depressed and being angry, and I was holding on to these resentments like poison, bro. I was drinking the poison expecting you to hurt, like gonna be depressed. Only you're the one that's gonna feel the pain, and only you're the one that can alleviate all three things. It's so weird, but it's true. And it's like one of those things, like, where are we gonna put our energy into? Are we gonna put it back into ourselves and heal ourselves and work our bodies and eat right and breathe right and get into the sunshine? Or are we going to be the type of people that double down on stupid and stay angry, stay resentful, stop talking to friends, and let them know? Again, another 13, 15 years. We met in Thailand, and recently he came to Vegas, got drunk, and started massaging the Uber driver. It pissed me off so bad that I stopped talking to him. He's but hurt somehow away. I don't know how he's hurting me, but now we're not talking to each other at all. And that kind of destructive behavior, instead of me being his friend still and helping him and healing him, I'm now aiding him in his anger. I'm now aiding him in his separation and destruction, and those patterns continue. Maybe he's still drinking. Maybe he's still massaging Uber drivers. I don't know, but there's certain things where I was just like, I almost lost another long-term friend, and I'm glad I didn't fight him, because then I would have fucked up the yesterday and how beautiful of a day and meeting with his parents, and we don't know what we're destroying. We don't know what kind of shit we're putting underneath our feet. We want a smooth path, yet most of us are putting hot coals underneath our feet. We're walking on broken glass, bro. And I'm sick of doing that. I'm sick of being the guy that's destructive, and I wanted to be the guy that was offensive. I wanted to take, not offense, but take, start my offense. Get on the offense, bro. Like my homies, what the guy said, not the homies, but or him. We're playing offense over here. We're playing the girls' minds. We're helping our friends get laid. We're putting them in positions and making them look good. And that way the girl definitely wants to stick around. That's offense. Most dudes run defense. They're trying to steal your girl. They're trying to undermine you, DM them, add them on Instagram. And you're like, that's not what real friends are for. What the Zerka guy says, he said, everybody calls me an asshole afterwards. It's because I look down at the ground. I don't make eye contact with them. I don't engage in conversations with them. That's his woman. I don't want to be putting energy in someone else's woman. I need to be putting energy in my woman. I need to be putting energy in my life and my emotions so that I can get the best out of me. And that's all you got to ask yourself, is how much time and energy are you putting into you? And literally, how are you going to build yourself up? If you come to this conclusion, people go, oh, you got to travel the world. Yeah, well, I paid my dues, bro. I was here 13 years ago. I left this shirt here, and I had to come back to get this shirt and come back to see his parents and put my money in my and where my mouth was, bro. And it wasn't enough to just talk about it. It was to do it. And I didn't want to leave Finland, and we had a lot of trouble in Berlin, but I'm here now, and I got to enjoy it and see his parents because I stuck it out. And I don't know how many people are doing that. Here comes another plane. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like turmoil. It feels like earthquake. It feels like destruction. And I know that feeling very well as a human being in my life where I've been destructive. I haven't been helpful to myself. I kept beating myself up. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't skinny enough. I didn't make enough money and just kept trying to beat myself up instead of heal myself, instead of being the guy that was happy to be alive, that was happy to have my body, that was happy to have my life, that I was happy to be breathing and moving and doing things that I could do if I stopped destructing. And that's what the whole switch was for Saints Addiction, was to get off the cocaine and start getting addicted to shirts, to get off the depression and start getting addicted to the gym, to get off the anger and start getting addicted to breathing, so I could switch the outcome. And that's the thing that I wanted the most out of life, was I wanted to switch the outcome. I simply wanted better results, and to get better results, you got to do better by yourself. And that's a real morning motivation when you're sitting there and go, okay, am I being helpful or am I being hurtful? And we have a shirt, Mostly Saints, says help over hurt. You know, they said hurt people, and healed people heal people. I wanted to be healed, and that's why I took this journey. I needed it bad, and I would have never saw my friends if I would have killed myself, and I would have never, they would have been really sad. You know, I saw some Finland friends, they're like, that would have really fucked me up, and your grandma would have been really mad, and his parents would have been really sad, and I would have caused so much sadness in the world, and that is not my message. So I'm glad I stood strong. I kept walking. Even when my heart hurt, I kept talking. Even when I didn't want to talk, I kept working it out in my head because I wanted to love my life. And after losing life and losing a child and not having love, of course I didn't love my life as much anymore. It doesn't work that way, but you got to make it work. You got to work it that way. And that's this morning's motivation, is you got to put in the work to get the results, and there's nothing else about it. You got to plant the tree for it to grow, and you got to give it water, and you got to give it sunshine, just like you deserve water and sunshine and health. And I'm trying to reach people and tell them, reach, preach, and teach that there's a way where we can heal ourselves and feel better every day without antidepressants, without hardcore drugs, without numbing and ignoring what's going on. There's ways where we can sit in the pilot seat, make it happen, Captain, do the work so that our brains start working in our advantage. You know, when I work out, of course I always feel better. When I go for walks, there's nothing better. So do yourself a favor, get your walk in, breathe deeper, count your breaths, get in the diaphragm, do some kind of workout, some kind of physical activity. It doesn't even have to be in a gym. Just start making your body and mind and soul work for you, and watch everything in your lives, our lives, become better. And that's what I want for people. That's what Saints Brand's all about. So Saints light up the world. I'm traveling around the world, travel by Saints. If you got anything out of this message, do like, share, subscribe, any of those. Travel by Saints, Mostly Saints, Saints Addiction, you name it. I'm hustling. Saints Brand. They're all out there on Instagram. They all got like pages. Whatever you can do to follow. If you got anything out of this message, do follow, do share. Give it to the person that needs it the most. Find something to smile about today. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. You guys go be blessed, not stressed, and I'll see you. Chigathon. Ciao, Bella, beijos, and merhaba.